What's up guys, Davey here from PhoneBluff.com, and in this video I'm doing a speed comparison test between the Samsung Galaxy S3, this is actually T-Mobile's variant, against the HTC One X, this is actually Sprint's EVO 4G LTE variant. So we'll go ahead and start our first test, which is the boot up test, and then I'll let you know what other tests I'm going to be running. So I'm going to press the power button at the same time, so 1, 2, 3, hold it for a couple of seconds, and let go. Now, you can see that the Galaxy S3 is showing us the screen first. Now we see it on the HTC One X. Keep in mind that the HTC One X doesn't have fast boot enabled. You could enable that in the options and it would make it load up a lot faster, but because it doesn't come as factory default, I'm not going to do that. And we'll go ahead and wait and see which one turns on first. Now while these guys are loading, I'll let you guys know that they're running on the same Wi-Fi network. So we see that the Galaxy S3 did load up the lock screen first. We're still waiting on the One X. I cleared out the browsing history on both of these devices because I am going to be doing a browser speed comparison as well. So those are both cleaned out. So it's going to be a nice even test. And even the home screens are actually equal. I don't have any widgets or anything running in the background. They have 5 home screens. Same application shortcuts on the home screen. So let's go ahead and unlock this guy. Alright, so you can see the home screen is pretty much the same. Nothing running in the background. So let's go ahead and start our first application speed test, and it'll be Google Earth. So I'll tap them at the same time. So 1, 2, 3. And looks like they loaded up at pretty much exactly the same time. I'm going to call that one a tie because honestly it was way too close. We'll see which one actually populates the 3D buildings first. And you can see it's the Galaxy S3 in this case. So the win goes to the Galaxy S3 because it is loading up these 3D buildings in Las Vegas a little bit faster than the One X is. So we'll go ahead and back out of here. And let's go ahead and go to the next application speed test, which is the dictionary app. So 1, 2, 3. Pretty much, again, at the same time, maybe a split second faster on the Galaxy S3. Both of these guys are running the same processor, which is the 1.5 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon S4 processor, so it's kind of expected, but the Galaxy S3 does have a gig up on the HTC One X at 2 gigs versus 1 gig. So let's go ahead and look up the word dog. So dog, and we'll hit the search button at the same time if I can. So 1, 2, 3, and pretty much the same time again, maybe a split second faster on the Galaxy S3. Go ahead and back out of here now, keeping the apps up open in the background because we're both running, or both these phones are running Android, and I really want to give you a true experience as far as which phone's going to be faster. Obviously the extra gig might give the Galaxy S3 an advantage, but we'll go ahead and go on to the next test, which is Flickster. So I'm going to tap these guys at the same time. 1, 2, 3. That was pretty much a tie, so we'll go ahead and back out of here, and let's load up the Play Store. 1, 2, 3. A little bit faster on the Galaxy S3 in this case. Let's go ahead and load up the calculator. Now the calculator, this is the Samsung calculator, this is the HTC calculator, so keep that in mind. They're not the same app, unlike these other ones that I've tested. So 1, 2, 3. This case, the HTC application opened up first, so the One X got its first win in the app speed test. Let's open up Google Maps. So 1, 2, 3. About the same there, so back out of here. Now let's go ahead and run a quadrant standard benchmark. So I'm going to go ahead and close out these applications for the benchmark, so that way we get a nice fair benchmark. We'll go ahead and close them out of here like that, and we'll run quadrant, and I'll just basically skip through the whole process so that way you guys can see the scores. So okay, so both are done. Let's hit yes. And you can see the result we got on the Samsung Galaxy S3 was a 4922, so 4,922. Really good score. And on the One X, we got a 4784, so 4,784. So slightly higher on the Galaxy S3. And I'm not really surprised by that, considering that the application speed tests so far have been in favor of the Galaxy S3 as well. So go ahead and hit home out of here. Next application we'll run is the camera app. So I want to see, which one is going to load up the camera first, and which one will let you take the picture of that, Kodak moment. So let's go ahead and press camera at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, and you can see the viewfinder was looking at the image way before on the HTC One X than it was on the Galaxy S3 in this case. So definite advantage goes to the One X. And let's go ahead and do the browser speed test now. So I'm going to leave those two apps open in the background. We'll open up the browser, and the first website we're going to visit, of course, is going to be phonebuff.com. All right, so I typed in PhoneBuff on both. So 1, 2, 3. Looks like the Galaxy S3 is populating the website a little bit faster. I see the logo, but this guy pretty much caught up. They finished pretty much at the same time. I think the loading bar finished first on the Galaxy S3 in this case, but honestly, that was too close to call. I'll pretty much just call that a tie. We'll go ahead and load up an application. We'll look up this iPhone article. So 1, 2, 3. All right, really close again. I mean, I couldn't tell the difference. You guys can be the judge of that. You know, write down in the comments what you guys think won. Maybe I'd have to rewind it and play it, again to be able to see that. So let's go to NFL.com. Hopefully this website will give us a better indicator as far as which one's going to be faster. But, given the fact that these guys share the same processor, I'm not sure if the extra gig of RAM is going to make that much of a difference. Go ahead and hit go. 1, 2, 3. And in this case, it looks like the Galaxy S3 had a good advantage on here. So pretty much our first separation that we got, accidentally hit an article. So let's go down to the full website. So we're gonna hit desktop at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Saw the content a little bit faster on the One X. This guy's done, and now this guy's done. So pretty much, I mean, it's really, really close, but maybe the slight advantage goes to the Galaxy S3. That's pretty much it for the speed comparison test. Hopefully this gives you a better idea as far as which application it's going to be, or which phone is going to give you a better, application experience as far as speed goes. In that case, it's the Galaxy S3. More than likely, it has to do more so with the extra gig of RAM. I know that Samsung does have a little bit more optimized software, at least in the past, it seems that way. But anyway, that's it for me in this speed comparison. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.